for the person who fatally shot a man in the California neighborhood. The LMPD says officers were called to a home at Grand and 23rd just before 9 last night. When they got there, they found a man who'd been shot. That man died at the scene. If you have any information that might help police in this shooting, you're urged to call the anonymous tip line at 574 LMPD. All right, now to a major update in the Scottie Scheffler case. This is body camera leaked to social media showing Scottie Scheffler, the #1 golfer in the world, in the back of a police cruiser while he was being arrested during the PGA Championship.
It came out just as all charges were dropped against him, and Mayor Craig Greenberg confirms it is real. The video shows a different officer, not the one who made the arrest, questioning Scheffler. It was used as evidence in the case, but the county attorney's office didn't release it. WHAS11 senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez, along with photojournalist Emma Gefter and Alyssa Newton, find out why.
Mr. Scheffler's characterization that this was, quote, a big misunderstanding, close quote, is corroborated by the evidence.
It's the decision some predicted was coming from the moment police put Scottie Scheffler into handcuffs at Valhalla Golf Club. Now Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell moving to dismiss all charges filed against the world's #1 golfer, including felony assault. Both the judge and Scheffler's attorney, Steve Romines, approving that motion.
And the officer told me to stop, and as first of all, I did not know that he was a police officer. I thought he was one of the security guards that was mistaken.
City leaders maintain there's no body cam video showing the incident itself, with LMPD Detective Brian Gillis failing to activate his. But on Wednesday, Mayor Craig Greenberg's office confirmed this leaked video is legit, showing the view from another officer's body camera. Scheffler seen sitting in a police cruiser.
You're right, I should have stopped. I did get a little bit impatient because I'm quite late for my tea time.
It's evidence we knew existed, but that the county attorney kept confidential for the case's integrity. Why did your office not release the specific officer body camera video?
Because we were still investigating the case. That's my answer.
In a statement posted to Instagram, Scheffler writing, quote, "As I stated previously, this was an unfortunate misunderstanding. I hold no ill will toward Officer Gillis. I wish to put this incident behind me and move on, and I hope he will do the same." Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS11 on your side.
After the court hearing, Scottie Scheffler's attorney Steve Romines said he'd considered filing a civil lawsuit if the charges hadn't been dropped.
Steve, in that body camera video, he specifically says the words verbatim, "He just hit me with his flashlight." Do you believe there are grounds for a lawsuit if he so chooses?
There are absolutely grounds for a lawsuit. He doesn't want to be involved in one.
And it's now time for our city.
Said he's happy with the decision to drop Scheffler's charges and is ready for the city to put this incident behind it.
So an update for you. LG&E pushed back its expected timeline of restoring power to everyone in the city to today by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The original goal, you remember, was last night at 11 o'clock. Now, a majority of the people do have their power back on, but there are still thousands of you who are still doing without. And that comes after 2 rounds of severe storms that happened way back on Sunday. Right now, LG&E is reporting around 3,500 customers without power and around 700 of them in Jefferson County. A spokesperson for the utility says they've been able to restore more than 95% of service to impacted customers. But they note for some, crews have encountered either an extensive amount of damage or more complex issues that's just going to take more time to repair and get that service restored. And one of those people in that latter group is Jennifer Lohr, who lives in the Hawthorne neighborhood. One of the largest trees in her backyard fell, and when it did, it took down several power lines with it. Those lines, well, they're now mangled into the tree, and that's making the job much more difficult for LG&E crews. Jennifer says the experience has been frustrating, and she's been relying on her neighbors for help.
It's getting very frustrating. I'm on breathing treatments for pneumonia. We're having to run power from our neighbor just to do that. My daughter has a heart condition that she can't tolerate heat.
LG&E says Sunday's storm was the 4th most impactful storm for the company in the last 20 years. This is a big deal. If you have debris from the storm in your front yard or around your home, there are several drop-off sites that are set up throughout the city for you. There are 8 locations open from 2 until 7, Monday through Friday, and then again from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. on Saturday. It's a free service, but it is limited to residents of Jefferson County. If you'd like to find one closest to you, just click on this story on the WHAS11 homepage.
The Metropolitan Sewer District is raising its rates again. Louisville's MSD board recently approved a 6.9% increase. The rate increase is set to begin August 1st. It'll add roughly $5.19 to the average monthly bill in Jefferson County, and it'll add about $3.74 to residential bills in Oldham County. MSD says the money will be used to cover upgrades and repairs across Jefferson County. MSD's board can raise rates up to 6.9% annually, which has happened 7 times since 2016. MSD's board also agreed to continue wastewater rate assistance programs, which provide a 30% discount for qualified low-income customers. It's available for people who live in Jefferson and Oldham counties. Your household income must be at or below 150% of the poverty line, which means for a family of 4, $45,000 is the maximum yearly income you could have to be eligible. You can apply for the discount by calling the number on your screen or by going to MSD's website.